going on, guys? SlayedByBlade here. Hopefully you guys are having a good one, and welcome to week 135 of my top 5 knifing feeds of the week, a very special week of my top 5 featuring clips exclusively hit from my clan tag challenge that I put out about 2 weeks ago. That does mean that this top 5 is going to have a top 5 for feeds and a top 5 for trick shots. I don't really want to call it a top 10 because I'm not comparing the two, they're individual, but it's 2 top 5s, so it's going to be a little bit more lengthy, but hopefully you'll stick around for it, especially because at the end of this video I'm also going to be announcing my week 150 community montage and all the instructions on how to submit clips for that, so be sure to stick around. I'll explain all of that in detail at the end. And also, I do want to say that this top 5 is not indicative of who's actually winning my challenge. Those results will go up later this week or next week. But with all that being said, let's jump into this week's top 5s. Plural. I like it. Kicking us off this week at the number 5 spot of our trick shot division of our top 5, we've got JSP playing some SNR on Riot, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. He's going to aim in, knife, insta-swap, and then double insta-swap, hitting the nice 1440 on the top of the roof right there. And I don't know what this gun's called, but I like seeing people just aim stuff in before they start a trick shot. I don't know why. I think it looks cool every time I see it. Now, at the number 5 spot for our feeds, we got some more Advanced Warfare, but this time it's Chucker SP playing some momentum on Instinct, heading towards the objective as it disappears. He picks up 2 more spike drones right there. He's going to look to his right and pick up the 3rd, turns around and boosts for the 4th, and he's going to get the quad on screen with the faster kill feed. Showing off some nice mobility there. Our number 4 spot for our shots is going to go to Pika Axe, who's playing some SNR on Solar, getting up on top of this ledge right here. He's going to reload, insta-swap, reload again, do a nice little spike ball cancel before he fires it towards the water for the 1440 kill cam. And as you can see it fly over the water right here, you can see all these tags laying on the ground. This dude was cleaning out their team, but fortunately, Pika saves the day. Now at the number 4 spot for our feeds, we're going to take it over to Call of Duty Ghost. We've got XRS Zero playing some drop zone on Sovereign, holding the MK32, I believe it's called, and he's picking up a quest feed, gets 3 on top of the drop zone, then he picks up the 4th in the back right here, and then he sneaks the 5th right past his teammate who doesn't even see the enemy for the 5-man throwing knife feed. At the number 3 spot for our shots, we've got KMX King, and he's playing some BO2 SnD on Carrier, jumping off the jet. He tosses it over the wall and hits the dude pretty far away. We'll have to watch it back in slow-mo to know what's going on exactly. There's a ton of stuff packed into this shot. He like insta-swaps, can swaps, double shock charge cancel, I believe, all into a 720. That's a lot packed into a 720. At the number 3 spot for our feeds, we've got Knife Grind playing some SnD on Nuketown, BO1, flanking up behind a bunch of stun enemies, getting a stab right here, another stab, he's going to get a tomahawk, 1 more stab, and 1 more tomahawk for the 5-man kill cam in Search and Destroy. Just listen to all of his friends freaking out and stuff like that. He gets another tomahawk right here, 1 more stab, and I am just amazed that this last guy doesn't kill him because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my enemies always aim better when they're stunned. And now for our trick shot runner-up at the number 2 spot, we've got O Justin playing some BO2 SnD on Standoff, spots his enemy out the window, he hops out and just nails him right in the back all the way across the map. And then whenever you watch it back in slow motion, you're going to see he does a nice little knife, and then he shock charge cancels, insta-swap and can swap thrown in there for the nice 720 kill cam, kills him on top of the dumpster, taking out the trash. At the number 2 spot for feeds, we've got Strategy Axe playing some TDM on Freefall, Call of Duty Ghost. He's heading down the hallway right here. He's going to take the enemy's head on, gets his 1st, 2nd, and 3rd throwing knife, and then he's going to jump and throw the 4th right there for the quad throwing knife kill cam. I'm not going to lie, the kill cam does lag up a good bit. You still get the idea, but at the same time, a very dynamic clip, especially for Team Deathmatch. And finally, we have our first placement, the first one coming from the trick shotting side of the spectrum. We've got Zach SP. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the live portion of his shot, but he does have the kill cam. He's playing some SNR on Terrace Advanced Warfare. He does a nice little shoot, shotgun pump, insta-swap, pulls out the Exo trophy system, and then just fires it through the curtain and hits the guy for the 1440 kill cam. And last but certainly not least, at the number 1 spot for this week, we've got White OC playing some BO1 SnD on Launch, flanking up behind some unsuspecting enemies. He's going to pop a stun right there just to be safe, picks up his 1st and 2nd tomahawk, finds 3 more guys camping behind the door, and tomahawks all 3 of those as well for the 5-man tomahawk kill cam in Search and Destroy. That clip's a mixture of all sorts of things, including finding a perfect lobby, getting a perfect flank, and of course not missing whenever you get the opportunity. So a great clip and an awesome way to end this special week of the top 5. And so of course guys, thank you so much for watching, and thanks to everyone who submitted as well. And if you feel like you have a clip that's worthy of the top 5 for next week, be sure to read the instructions on your screen, drop me a link, and I'll take care of the rest. But before we end this video, I also want to announce week 150 and tell you guys how to submit for it. So we're going to be doing this the same way that we did it for week 50 and week 100. I figure don't fix what isn't broken, but for those of you who've never done this before, I'll still lay down the original ground rules. First and foremost, feeds only. I'm sorry, I know I've probably got some trick shotters watching this video since there are trick shots in this video, but my top 5 is usually feeds only, so the community montage is still going to be strictly feeds only. To submit your actual clip, I want you to email the file to sbbknifefeeds@live.com. I don't want YouTube links emailed to me because whenever I download a YouTube link, it's 30 FPS. It's not high quality. The editors are going to hate that. So make sure you send me the raw clip, the original file that you recorded, and you should be fine. I don't care how you get it to me. As long as you email it to me, it can be a Mediafire link, a Dropbox link. You can attach the file to the email. It's fine as long as you email it to me and it's the raw clip. And while we're on the topic of the clips, be sure that they're HD 59.94 FPS and you've got disable resample and all that stuff. Don't know what that is? Ask a friend, because it's not hard to do, but it's a huge deal when you're watching the clips. So make sure that your clips are in the highest quality that you can get them in. And I'm sorry if you don't have a great recording device, but odds are I won't use your clip if it's really low quality, because these editors are doing me a huge favor every time we do this, and I want them to have the best time that they can and not have to deal with really difficult clips to work with. So I apologize for that, but that's the way that's got to be. Also, in your email, be sure to include your YouTube link, not to your clip, but to your actual channel, and of course include your gamer tag, your PlayStation name, whatever console you're playing on, so it's easier for me to do the clips with the name tag, so you can click on your clip and it'll take you right to your channel. It's a long and tedious process, but the more people that include their information in the email, so I don't have to hunt it down, because I will if I have to, because I really like doing that. I don't know, it just makes me feel better about doing this kind of thing, but at the same time, if you put it in the email, it's a lot easier on me and I can get it done a lot faster, so I really appreciate it. As far as what kind of clips to submit goes, I'm open to just about anything as long as it's a knife only feed. You know, anything that's been in the top 5 from week 100 until the present is completely fine. I'd love to get back some of those #1 spots if we could, and of course anything that you hit in the future is open as well, and then I'll look at all the submissions and narrow it down to what I want to use and stuff like that, but mostly anything is fine. And finally, that brings us to our deadline, which is going to be April 19th. That's 10 weeks from today, so 10-week submission period. You guys have time to hit clips, or you can go look for clips that you had in the top 5 previously and get me those raw files and stuff like that, and then I'll pick out all the clips that I want to use and I'll divvy them up to all the editors who have offered to edit a part. They'll have roughly 5 weeks to get their parts done. We'll put it all together and hopefully have it done in time for week 50, and you guys will enjoy it. But anyways, guys, hopefully I've covered everything, and of course if you have a question, feel free to just let me know down in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys take it easy. Peace.